Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is the National Intel Report. I'm your host, John Statmiller, on this Tuesday, 9 June 09. And I'd like to thank the individual out there that has created the Bob Chapman channel on YouTube. Excerpts of programs that Bob and I and Robbie Noel do on Tuesdays are being posted. Much thanks for that. Appreciate it very much. Before we get into anything, I wanted to quickly run the Congressman Ron Paul's straight talk here. Runs about 3 minutes, 36 seconds. Let me play it right now. I'll never get in before the first break.
With your weekly update for June 8th, last week, General Motors finally declared bankruptcy. Many in government thought $20 billion in taxpayers' dollars would save the company, but as predicted, it only postponed the inevitable. The government will dump another $30 billion into General Motors and take a 60% controlling interest for it. Public officials are now involving themselves in tactical business decisions, such as where General Motors headquarters should move and what kind of cars it will build. The promise that this is temporary and will eventually be profitable is supposed to ease the American people into accepting this arrangement, but it is of little comfort to those who remember similar promises when the American taxpayers bought Amtrak. After 3 years, government was supposed to be out of the passenger rail business. 40 years and billions of dollars later, the government is still operating Amtrak at a loss, despite the fact that they have created a monopoly by making it illegal to compete with Amtrak. Imagine what they can now do to what is left of the great American auto industry. In a truly free market, General Motors would get your money one way and only one way, by selling you a car you want at a price you are willing to pay. Instead, the government is giving public money to a private company in spite of the market signals it has been sending. Throwing money at General Motors does not stop it from being an engine of wealth destruction. On the contrary, it simply gives it more wealth to destroy. Had it been allowed to fail naturally, the profitable pieces of General Motors would have been bought up and put to good use by now. The laid-off employees would likely have found new jobs, and all that capital would be in private hands reinvested in companies that produce products demanded by consumers. Instead, we are all poorer now. Political pressure, rather than the rule of law, is deciding how to divide up the remains of General Motors. The bondholders had billions of dollars in retirement savings invested in the company, and though they were entitled to nearly 3 times as much as United Auto Workers, the bondholders were left with just a 10% stake compared to the union's 17.5% stake. For their 60% stake, taxpayers have a future of constant bailouts to look forward to. Commingling public control of private business is known as fascism. While today's politicians may feel emboldened with their new power, history will only repeat itself as all this collapses on itself.
All righty, folks. Ron Paul's update. We'll be back with Robbie Noel, Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster, right after this short break.
Get ready for Real Talk Radio. You're listening to the National Intel Report with your host, John Statmiller.
We are here, ladies and gentlemen, on this special edition of the National Intel Report. We have been doing this for quite some time. Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster is with us. Hi, Bob.
Hi, I'm glad you played that tape, and I'm sure that Adolf Satori will do exactly what Adolf Hitler did. This is the path that they're on. I have that link. It's going to be in tomorrow's International Forecaster at the end of the U.S. section for those who are subscribers or those who get a free introductory copy. But this is where this is all headed.
Mr. Robbie Noel. Hello, Robbie.
Hello, man.
Oh, you got to get close to that microphone. You sound like you're in a rainbow.
Oh, we on the air?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, he's here.
You know, we could do this for another 10 years, and the guy would say, oh, are we on the air?
Well, you know, I think I'm going one step above Robbie here.
How's that?
And I got a surprise for you.
Uh-oh.
I've been talking with your operations there on the station, and I have the latest in Comrex equipment. And so you'll be able to get better quality from me in the future.
Well, you know, Bob, I don't want to say it's about damn time because I never even suggested that you do that. But after looking at your international forecaster for the first couple of pages, you're all over every place on radio. So that would make perfect sense. Why didn't I think of it?
Well, somebody just said that that's what you should do, and they sent me the equipment by a circuitous route, and I picked up some of the other things, the place where, you know, on the computer where you look at it and all that stuff. You know how I am illiterate when it comes to anything technical. So.
No more so than Robbie Noel. But he's got
you know, birds of a feather.
But
yes.
you know what? Robbie's got that accent. I don't know exactly. Does everybody where you guys come from, or you spent time down there? But Robbie,
well, don't make it sound like it was a prison. I lived there. I didn't spend time.
I'm sorry.
there.
Weren't you a bunkie of Mandela or something down there?
No, I didn't know Mandela.
Okay.
I knew Mugabe.
Robert Mugabe, yes.
I used to pass him at the Borrowdale jail every morning when I was going down to my office.
As he was coming in or going out?
He was right at Borrowdale Circle. You know where that is, Robbie?
Oh, yes.
Well, I lived out the Borrowdale Road in Greystone Park.
I used to spend many hours in the Borrowdale swimming pool.
Well, I know exactly where it is.
You people are scary.
He wasn't staying, he was lurking. He was lurking.
We're talking
about... He wasn't allowed in the swimming pool in those days.
Oh, my God.
It's
gone downhill already. Okay, folks, we'll get it back up to speed. Look, you guys are scary because you're talking about places that I have never even heard of, but both of you have been to halfway around the world.
It's no
and we
different.
never discussed that before.
Yeah, there's no difference in Amarillo.
Amarillo.
You know, hey, Bob, you just got to excuse Robbie sometimes. Sunstroke is a real problem out there in Scottsdale, Arizona. What's the temperature out there today, Robbie?
It's a balmy 95.
95.
Well, it's 115 where I am. And I played in a golf tournament Saturday. I almost passed out. And I won the tournament. I couldn't believe it.
Well, you're lucky you weren't trying to play soccer at your age. You probably would have had a heart smack.
You better believe it.
Yeah. Hey, look, somebody, Bob, created the Bob Chapman channel on YouTube. Do you know who that was?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
We've been in touch with him, and he said, "Can I do that?" I said, "Do anything you want."
Absolutely. I mean,
and you know, he's got subscribers. I think he's got a couple of thousand of them now. And you know, if he wants to put ads up, let him do it.
Well, and bless his heart, we're going to try to get in touch with him to send him over a banner here, because what he does is he takes excerpts from this program and he puts them on YouTube with our banner, but it's so fuzzy you can't read it. So we're going to send him over a new banner. But hey, sir, whoever you are, many thousand thanks. Yeah, great job. See what people do? I've had people, Bob and Robbie, over the years going, well, I don't know what to do. Do something like this young man did, and look what he did. It's a beautiful thing. Hey, speaking about, we started out here. Did you guys hear the clip that I played? Obviously you did, Bob. Robbie, did you hear the clip that I played about Ron Paul talking about GM?
I'm very familiar with it.
Okay, now here's the one. I really, this is Geithner, and this was done a couple of days ago, and it's really depressing, because Geithner is talking about, well, the TARP funds, but the questions that are being asked by Senator DeMint. He was talking about the billions of dollars in the TARP program, and this is what Mr. Geithner had to say. And this is only a minute and 25 seconds, but it speaks volumes.